Happy Monday. Happy Money Mondays to you.
And you.
And you. Yes. So we're back. Mondays are our days here on YouTube. If you're new, if you're not new, you know. Mondays are the day. The day where we take your questions about money and life and we share how we have failed miserably at it. Don't do it the way we've done it before. Folks, don't do it. We're so happy just to be able to share this kind of stuff with you guys. And I know there's been a lot of positive feedback, and there's also been a lot of, requests to bring back the vlogs, and I know we talked about that a while. But just the timing has been really off. When you start seeing them up, you're going to know that it's time for them to be back up. Because it's just been kind of nutty. Just nutty. How are you feeling this week with the pregnancy?
Really? You want me to answer that?
Yeah.
I'm not feeling that great.
Yes, I know.
In the moment, I'm not feeling great. It's not awful.
You want to tell me what you felt today a little bit?
Oh, I had Braxton Hicks. So.
All you mommies out there know the pregnant mommies that have been there before. Braxton Hicks.
But it's just a little bit early, and it's the second time I've had him, so.
So, we're just praying, we're just hoping everything's good, and everything. She's fine right now, but it's a little rough today.
Everything's fine, but I just had a lot of, soreness and pain and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm good. It's just
she's good.
Not the most convenient thing, especially when you have 2 kids and things to do. Yeah, I'm hanging in there as much as I can.
Good. So she's hanging in. So here's an update. So we were really anticipating such a big week this week, working on this new show that I mentioned last week called The Wedding Band. Or maybe I didn't mention it last week. I might have cut it out. I don't know. But the work went away. The work went away till May. So that brings us to our first question of the day for Money Mondays, which is appropriately asked.
Wait, I have to thank everybody first. The comments this week were just they were so supportive and just ridiculous. They were amazing.
You guys blew her mind with the generosity and the support of just, how beautiful she was looking and the glow and just how supporting us and everything. So she was overwhelmed.
It was amazing. It was really sweet, and it's kind of uncomfortable for me to bring it up and thank you, but I really wanted to say thank you because it was I sat there reading them one day and I was crying. I was just oh my goodness, this is ridiculous how sweet this is. And
you guys are good people.
I think I needed a little pick-me-up, so I really appreciate that. And it really touched me, so thank you for your words.
Thank you guys. Thank you for loving us and loving on her. Last week's work went away, which leads us into a very appropriate question that comes from ePodel. And actually, A. Guthrie 2007 kind of has a very similar question. But this is what ePodel asks. ePodel says, "Hey guys, Anna, you look so amazing." So thank you guys for that. Are you going to find out the sex of the baby? We are going to find out the sex, yes. We may already know the sex. We can't wait to see. Awesome. So you talk a lot about irregular work schedule in this video. This was the previous video, which is also an irregular income too, right? Question mark. How do you make a budget based on that? Have any tips for those in the same type of work / freelancers with very irregular incomes? And she goes on to say, P.S. Thanks for indirectly helping me get Eric obsessed with Dave. Ha ha ha. Much love. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys are obsessed with Dave as much as we are.
Maybe we should mail them our Dave Ramsey head.
Yeah, you want our Dave Ramsey head? Do you want him? We will mail you our Dave Ramsey head.
Trade him around to people.
Yeah, that would be kind of fun. What if we traveled the Dave Ramsey head and everybody had a
video response with him in the background?
Everybody had a week with Dave, and you can post them on your refrigerator, and then move them. are moving back to our house. Moving back to our house. And then we'll ship them off to somebody else. That'd be kind of fun. Alright, so let us know, Poddle, if you want Dave. Or something, I don't know. I don't know why, but... So, to your question, this is a long intro to the question. Yes,
Irregular income.
Irregular income, yes. Because the job is irregular, that does mean that the income is irregular. So, very good observation. And yes, so it affected us this week because we were expecting to work 5 days, and it's not going to happen. But here's the thing, you guys. In my kind of work, in post-production, okay, and talking to anybody out there who may be kind of in the same field or industry, there's no such thing as full-time jobs, okay? You are, like, exclusively, like, freelance, go job to job, gig to gig. If we did not get control of our finances a little over a year and a half ago, this would be very difficult to do. Wouldn't you agree? It'd be very difficult to do. We are now in the place with our budgeting / finances that if I didn't work for 2 months, we'd be completely okay. And the way things go with our money and our gigs and everything and our budgeting is we've always stood about, or stayed, what's the right word? Stayed about a month ahead, just because in the beginning the gigs weren't there.
Yeah.
So let's say hypothetically it took us, let's just throw out a number, $5,000 to meet all of our living expenses for the month, right? The goal would be to, of course, get those expenses covered, but then additionally take on any extra work or try to do anything or sell stuff or do whatever you can do to at least get halfway there before the month ends, if I know that the next month is going to be kind of slow. So there's a fair amount of planning, and there's an extreme amount of hustling in the beginning. There's just a lot of planning, you guys, and we were really bad at it in the beginning, but we've gotten really good at forecasting. And you know what? You come to a certain point now where we're blessed enough to, have bigger paying gigs that, that can sustain us. You guys, I've been blessed to be able to work 2 days a week for the last couple months, and not only make living expenses, but
we paid off some debt
and have now been saving for throughout this pregnancy, and then we'll of course go back to throwing the money towards debt. So it's very difficult at first, but there's a sense of working hard to try to hustle to get the extra gigs, and to also have some forethought about what happens if I don't have that job during next month. You got to figure something out. If you need to take a little extra job on the side, that's maybe not where you're passionate about or not what you're doing, to get you to a bigger place or up the corporate ladder, then you got to do it. You got to plan. You got to do it. So budget. You have to start cutting things out that are not necessary. Okay, you're just gonna have to live on way less than you make, and start forecasting. Start trying to see what the next month is gonna look like, and just work hard at it, and it'll start to become much easier. So hope that helps a little bit. It's scary, I know, for a lot of people, but you get better at it, and it's amazing when you start behaving with your money. You start having more of it, and you're able to start to control the desire to spend a lot of extra money, especially when you're on an irregular income. So, so good luck with that. I hope it helps. And let us know. Do you guys want Dave? Do something funny with Dave. That'd be funny. Thanks for the questions, you guys, and thank you so much for just your enthusiasm and letting us know that that this kind of stuff helps infect other people with the gazelle intensity that Dave Ramsey's whole philosophy tells and says, and I'm using the wrong words here. Anyways,
it's getting late.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I hope that helped. So something is kind of off. It's not really a specific question, but it's more of a topic about They're about work. A theme that has been brought up in personal conversations with friends and you know, conversations with you guys out there is this idea of being depressed. And I just want to let you know out there, if you're a spouse, if you're a wife who's watching this and you have a husband who has been out of work and you know there's feelings of depression or anything like that and you don't understand it, I just want to let you know that it's completely normal. There's something inside of us as men. We are built to, we're designed to provide and to take care. It's in our nature. A lot of us men thrive, you know, in that part of our life when we go out to work. You know, when we were out of work for we were like up and down to work for 8 months, not really knowing what's going to happen. There were moments where I was just like, I was home every day, and I love my wife and I love my kids. But the part of me, the creative part of me, the part that wants is created to go out and you know, provide, you know, kill something and drag it back to the cave, you know, was not being satisfied. So I started doing it. I started doing things while I was looking for jobs. I started running. I started exercising. I started doing things.
Reading.
I started reading. I read a lot.
Like really good, helpful books.
Good
like
stuff.
48 Days to the Work You Love. That's when you read that.
Yeah, you know, and I was spending time, you know.
The Millionaire Next Door.
Yeah, Millionaire Next Door. Reading some of the Dave Ramsey stuff, and also really important stuff I was working on, like, you know, the spiritual part, you know, as well, because we can go to a dark place when we don't take care of our mind, our body, and our spirit, especially when we're looking for work. So
can you talk for a second about maybe what things I did as a wife that were helpful?
Helpful thing that you did was she supported what I wanted that time to look like. I had a schedule where I would go into my office at 9 a.m. every morning, and she respected that, and that was me looking for leads, reading, doing the things that I felt were going to help or better my odds at landing a particular gig or a lead or, you know, network. And I remember she even said, you said something like, whatever you need to do you need to be going to meetings? Do you need to be going to meeting people? And she was open to just hearing what I felt needed to be done in order for me to move closer to landing those jobs. So just be supportive, lend an ear, and understand that, you know, if your husband's going through something like that, it's very tough on him because he feels like he's letting you down. And encourage him, you know, encourage him through, you know, his love language, you know, that he's doing a good job, and you know, take some risks.
And whoever it is that take some risks. Whoever it is that's out of work, you know, keep your head up and keep going and work hard. You know, like avoid sitting on the couch watching TV.
That's the worst thing you can do.
And take time that you have been allowed to spend with your family. I'd
been given the chance to spend more time with my family. I had than I had in the last 4 years. So it was like a great opportunity. So take advantage of it. Connect
with your family, your kids, your wife, and then, you know, give that person space to do what they need to do on their terms to get back on the horse, and just support that in whatever way you can.
Yeah. So good luck, you guys.
Yeah.
And
we definitely always think about you guys and pray about you guys.
You're always on our mind.
Everyone who is looking for work or has just been laid off or whatever.
We've been there, so that's it's dear to our heart. So if you ever have any private conversations or concerns that you maybe feel open to share, and we can privately, you know, give you some more advice or encouragement, really, let us know. But anyways, that's just a very broad topic that I want to talk to you about because it was on my heart, and a lot of people have been dealing with. Adam up now. Ask one of the most profound questions for this Money Mondays. Did you get a haircut recently? Yes, I did, Adam. Thanks for the question. It was very important you asked. So, the last thing we want to do before we leave is we want to invite you guys, because we're really excited. Invite you to have a plastectomy with us, you guys. This is credit cards that have been cut up from our Financial Peace University class, and we want to now feature you guys cutting up your own cards. So send us a video of you cutting up your credit card saying, I'm through with debt. And we're going to put it in a future episode of Money Mondays. So you guys be well, be blessed. Have a great week. And thanks for pouring out love to her this last week. She really appreciated it. All right, guys. Bye.